trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label here be trying to sway me, pay me. Broke the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Quit cheating out there!
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on the quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up the bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever the she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean true.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The play fake, now Young. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Howell. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Turner. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Throwing here, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And Howe will throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Howell changing the play here. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Howell going to go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Howell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second down throw for Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Robinson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
First down, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on second down is Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. It's Young off play action. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 40 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd down and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Howell going to audible to something else. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 5. Back to throw, Howell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw for Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Powell. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Howell now to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Robinson up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And quickly they get to the line. It's Young on first down. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A play fake, now Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll throw again. Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Young. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And Howe will throw it. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He'll get this to about the 38. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing here, Howell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Howell going to go for it.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got Mingo.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Running right, here's Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Sanders again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 21.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dodson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Robinson with another carry.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Young working out of the gun. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A 2nd down throw for Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Complete to number 17, DJ Chark. A 51-yard gain.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Young on first down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Here's second down. Young to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement make